poprzednim odcinku.
Naprawdę piżama jest lepsza od tego? O nie. You died. Moi drodzy, przyjdzie nam razem dzisiaj poznać tajemnicę tajemniczej komnaty w tym tajemniczym odcinku, do którego mam nadzieję zostawicie tajemniczo wiele kciuków w górę. I działamy dalej. O rany, i wyszło. Zaś się skurczybyki obudzą, nie?
Not surprising. Cards at the ready.
Dobre.
Stupid one.
Oj, oj. Twoja zdolność starożytnej magii kumuluje się dzięki udanym atakom, okej. Dobra. W porządku. Czyli udane ataki równa się, ładuje się mój miernik. Okej. No to fajnie. Jak w kombajnie. O kurde, serio?
Incendio. Protego. Stupid one. Levioso. Stupid one.
A co to jest o to? Wow. Pójdź dalej. Aha. O głupie.
Revelio.
A tam co jest? No to ciche, co? Okej. No dobra. Kolejne.
This must be the way forward, but to where?
Się okaże. A to? Nie, niekoniecznie.
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
A w ten sposób to działa. Okej. Okej, to przełączam. Okej. I to mi służy za skrzynię. Kolczaste rękawice pojedynkowe. Czy da się tam... O! Nie da się. Czy ja mam te rękawice? Bo jeżeli mam, to się cieszę i nie muszę tam włazić. Mam. Są lepsze. No niestety, te rzeczy są lepsze. Dobra. Czym rzecz? Tam muszę iść. Jakby się wrócić, tam była skrzynia. Czy ja mogę podnieść z użyciem... O. Dobra. Chyba nie. Okej. Tajemnicza komnata. No to hop. I jestem. I skrzynka. Fantazyjny pajęczy kapelusz. Nie wierzę, naprawdę. Muszę to zobaczyć. Pierwsze akcesorium na głowę. O kurde, normalnie powiem wam. Full focus Czarodziejus. Niech będzie tak o. Ojejku. To się zapowiada wesoło.
Revelio.
Dobra.
Levioso. Potato.
O kurde, myślę, że to przetrwam.
Stupefy. Levioso.
O kurde, tak szybko? To jak się tym będziesz bawić?
Potato. Stupefy. 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 Levioso.
Przełaś lecisz, koleś. No i dobra.
Revelio.
Nic się tu nie kryje. Jest i ona.
It is a book after all.
No proszę. Kto by pomyślał, nie? To znowu Parsival.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood? Professor Bakar?
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a fifth year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a fifth year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganock, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganock.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Po jej minie widać, że chyba nie dochowała tej tajemnicy, co?
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster. But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Sekrety działu ksiąg zakazanych.
Revelio.
Dobra. Tu była księga? Co mi tu dzwoni znowu? Na górze coś mi dzwoni. Chcę wejść na górę. O, schody. Do klasy profesora Figa. No proszę. Stary bibliotekarz. Plotka głosi, że nie tolerował hałaśliwych uczniów i był znany z częstego używania zaklęcia uciszającego przy najcichszym kichnięciu. No proszę.
Revelio.
Coś tu kryje. Nic tutaj, ale tutaj już rzeczy. Już mnie na przykład trochę wkurza, że będę musiał za każdym razem co kombinować, jak tutaj przepisać sobie zamiast 1, 2, 3, 4, nie? Okej. Gdzieś tam.
Incendio.
Oj.
Accio. Lumos.
Chodź za mną, motylku. Sprawa jest. Dziękuję serdecznie.
Revelio.
No i znowu dzwoni gdzieś na dole. No nie wiem. Dzwoni na dole, przysięgam, może to ta skrzynia? Nie mam pojęcia. Jak się do niej dostać, to jest pytanie.
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Why can't you read?
Ojoj.
Revelio.
Nie widzę już tej skrzyni. Nie mam pojęcia. Ale wybywamy. Na razie chciałbym się udać do profesora Figa. Fontana w sali głównej. Bogato ozdobiona fontanna z wiernie wyrzeźbionymi posągami mieszkańców magicznego świata, włączając to kamienne syreny otaczające podstawy fontanny. Okej. To idziemy do Figa. Po drodze możemy się rozglądać za dziwnymi obrazami. Otwierajcie! Wczytujcie i te sprawy. Dziękuję. Bo już jest dzień, okej.
Revelio.
Jak ja to rozumieć? Nie kumam. Ten dźwięk jest dziwny. No i tu nie wydaje dźwięku, nie? A to już wydaje.
Revelio.
No i nie kumam. Kurde bela. Może na miodle tam wlecę kiedy? Cholera wie. Do sali profesora Figa. Okej. Czy tu coś jest? Kotek do pogłaskania. No i dobra. Sala profesora Figa w tym kierunku. Te są drzwi mi nieznane.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Coś kryjesz?
Revelio.
Niekoniecznie. Profesorku. Jestem. Przybywam. Naumiany, nauczany. I w sumie prawie ze szlabanem. Nauczyciel eliksirów.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Nieodebrane nagrody, mówisz. A jakież to gro nagrody mam nieodebrane? W wyzwaniach niby? Ano mam. No proszę. Ciekawie. Wyposażeniu dostałem kapelusz. W odzieniu dostałem to. Głosie. Okej. I w kapeluszu dostałem to i to. O kurde. Złoto. Normalnie złoto. Może spróbujemy porosić to. To jest to samo. Prawda? Tylko, że to jeszcze ma swoje jakieś dziwactwa. Ale jaja. Peaky fucking blinders. No i zobaczymy, jak się sprawdzi. No okej.
Revelio.
Jegomość ja.
I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
O, okej. Przeczytaj pocztę.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Okej.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
O kurde. Czyli innymi słowy dostałem 1 000 000 zadań. Okej. Oto mapa świata. No dobra. Miara eksploracji z mapy rozniku na naszym mgła, oceniać nowe miejsca, jak wioski, lochy, obozy bandytów i inne. Okej. Nowa misja dostępna. Zadania profesora Hecat. Unikaj ataku przeciwnika, wykonane przewroty. Spróbuj incendio. Iść na zajęcia zielarstwa. Albo spotkaj się... Okej. Kocoszką przygodę powrotu. Okej. Spotkaj się z Nettie. Czyli tak, robimy to. Dobra. Iść na zajęcia zielarstwa. Ogarnijmy zielarstwo. Ogarnijmy sobie zielarstwo. Najpierw rzeczy w zamku, a potem zajmiemy się spacerem do... Onaj? Nie pamiętam jej nazwiska. Dziewczyny z Łagadu w każdym razie. Dobra. W dół. Wypatruję kątem oka obrazu.
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often been a matter of circumstance.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Well, they seem innocent, but their tongues can be most disturbing.
Exactly. I wish more of our fellow students agreed with you. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskeen Dunkeen.
I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
What sort of plants should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlic grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
Ojoj. Na razie poczekamy, bo chciałbym zrobić zielarstwo, dlatego w misjach sobie zaznaczę właśnie zielarstwo. A w wyposażeniu jest jedna rzecz, którą muszę zmienić, mianowicie moje rękawiczki. Niechaj będą czarną magią. Unless legendarne. O, why not? Dobra, działamy.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for There's the fountain. I'm getting closer.
Dobra. Czy gdzieś tu widać rzeczorki? Nie bardzo. No dobra. To na razie idziemy. Hogsmeade za to jest dużo skrzynek, które będę mógł ogarnąć śmiało. Co tam było?
I really have made a mess of things.
Czyżby...
Incendio!
No proszę. Co jest?
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did our meet tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Okej. A generalnie to chciałbym... Zaraz, czy ja mogę wejść do swoich zadań w ten sposób? Nie, to mnie prowadzi po prostu, okej. To jest bez sensu, bo na mapie mam prowadzenie, więc... No. Mogłaby być na przykład zmiana, nie wiem, jakiegoś takiego układu zaklęć. A w ogóle nie ma czegoś takiego jak układy zaklęć podstawowe. Starożytna magia. No dobra. To przełączanie, kurde, byłoby takie wygodne, gdyby dało się przełączać. No właśnie, w tym rzecz. Fajnie, jakby dało się przełączać. Ale chyba się nie da.
Revelio.
Gdzieś coś się tu kryje. To gdzie? Tak myślałem. Drzewo szklarni. To olbrzymie drzewo rośnie w samym środku szklarni Hogwartu. Jego korzenie sięgają równie głęboko i wziąć tak samo jak szkolne podziemia. Okej. Zupełnie jak grzybnia, 500 km w dół. I wszyscy zginiemy.
Revelio.
Okej. Iść na zajęcia zielarstwa. Czemu nie? Mogę? Mogę. Wyjście dyptamu. Dzień doberek. A to jest fajne, że wykorzystują muzykę z filmu.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class.
A little treat for your auntie.
Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting table.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Droga profesor Garlick, to bardzo miłe z pani strony i do tego pamiętała pani, że najbardziej lubię truskawki. Słodziutkie, więc nic dziwnego, że mogła tak z nimi przypadają. Wszystko, co pani uprawia, jest zawsze najwyższej jakości, od lewizji po jeżyny. Mam nadzieję, że moja wspaniała siostrzenica co nieco się pod pani opieką nauczy. Leonora wręcz panią uwielbia, tak jak zapewne wszyscy uczniowie. Jak zwykle gorąco pozdrawiam, Leonora Evelyn. A Leonora dostała dla cioci owoc jakiś, tak?
Revelio.
Nic tu nie ma? Jest? Doniczka. Okej. To ciekawe czemu. Nie temu, chyba że...
Revelio.
Ty? Może? Się zobaczę.
Levioso.
Nie. Takie życie. Zabieram ciebie i pani profesor Czosnek. Pogadajmy.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Okay.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or rose?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Stół zielarski, wybierz dyptam. Okej. Gotowe za 10 minut. A, okej.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Pruitt? A czy Pruitt to nie był przypadkiem jakiś dupek, którego nie lubimy? Okej.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. And,
No coś tam biadoli, ja szukam rzeczy. Będzie mnie gonił? Słabo mu idzie. Zaraz mu pod nogi rzucę Avada Kedavra. Okej. To na dół.
Here we are. Chinese chomping cabbage.
Sterowalne śliwki. Ten pomarańczowy przypominający rzodkiewkę owoc unosi się, gdy rośnie. Niektórzy wierzą, że większą zdolność akceptowania rzeczy niezwykłych. No proszę. Kolejny poziom, który daje mi tylko i wyłącznie chyba możliwość...
Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Just... Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Okej. A jak się rzuca?
Protego!
Okej, przytrzymaj L1, naciśnij robot... O!
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea.
Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
Okej.
Take your time. I'll see you back.
Revelio.
Ciekawa jest dla mnie jedna rzecz, że jak na razie, na przykład tak podstawowej rzeczy jak otwieranie zamków mi nie dali, to jest, wiecie, interesujące. No i trochę mnie wkurza jedna rzecz jeszcze, jeżeli chodzi o Revelio, że muszę co chwilę nasłuchiwać tego, dzyń, i wtedy dopiero, wiecie, szukać skąd ono dobiega.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Okej. Zielarstwo ukończone. To się jeszcze robi.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Okej. Dobra. To teraz moje zadanko. Zajęcia z eliksirów. Jadowita odwaga. Są nagrody wypisane, wygląd. Uchwyty różdżek. Kurde bele. Dobra, to jest fabularne, a to są zadania. Expelliarmus. Wow. No dobra. To co? Zróbmy eliksiry. Jestem ciekaw, jak to przejdzie. To takie pierwsze lekcje wszystkie ogarnimy, nie? Bo wydaje mi się, że potem będzie już można skupić się na zadaniach bardziej za Hogwartem. A to wszystko i tak będziemy musieli zrobić, żeby postępować fabularnie. Więc nie widzę najmniejszego problemu, byśmy nie mieli.
Revelio. Shouldn't there be orders or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Posąg ten, wielce przymilnym grymasem, przedstawia średniowiecznego czarodzieja Grzegorza Przymilnego. Słynął on z wynalezienia olejku obłudy Grzegorza, eliksiru sprawiającego, że pijąca osoba uznawała osobę, którą podarowała jej ten eliksir, za jej najlepszego przyjaciela. O proszę. Co to było? Coś mi tu zniknęło.
Revelio.
Bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Copy Rebellion.
Odznaka Aurora profesora Sharpa. Aurorzy to strażnicy prawa magicznego ministerstwa, chroniący świat czarodziejów przed wszelkimi zagrożeniami, szczególnie strony czarnej magii. To odznaka Aurora należy do profesora Sharpa. Okej. To sobie ukradnę.
Revelio.
Tu nic nie ukradnę, ale tam jest jakaś skrzynka. Aha. Notatka służbowa. Borgin i Bugs. W sklepie Borgina i Bugsa dochodzi do zwiększonej aktywności poza zwyczajowymi godzinami pracy, szczególnie bardzo wczesnym rankiem, kiedy na tyły sklepu docierają podejrzane dostawy. W oparciu o posiadaną wiedzę na temat reputacji sklepu zwiększamy liczbę aurorów, jaka będzie obserwować ten przybytek. Wyznaczam od ciebie do tego zadania, czekam na dalsze rozkazy. Ojojoj. Ciekawe. Myślicie, że mogę się udać do tego sklepu? To nie jest chyba Hogsmeade, nie? To jest chyba na Pokątnej. O, wielka szkoda.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Okay. Kiertyknie?
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Okej. Zbierzemy popiełka. I futro mrocznego wilka.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
O kurde, nie sądzę.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Cholera. No i co mam zrobić? Wiecie, na czym polega problem? Że mógłbym, ale boję się, że będą tego straszne konsekwencje, nie? A ciul.
Very well. I'll bring you a Fwooper feather.
Brilliant! Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Okay.
Remember.
Revelio.
Keep your potion stations organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Masakra.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be
Edurus.
thorough.
O. Wzmacnia obronę. Waży się. To czym pogadamy w tym czasie? Co u was? Jak się miewacie? Podoba wam się gra? Gracie sami może? Oglądacie u mnie? Powiedzcie, będzie mi bardzo miło. Ale jak już jesteście tam na dole w komentarzach, to jest taki przycisk kciuka w górę. Nic nie kosztuje, klika się go za darmo, a bardzo wspiera kanał, więc dziękuję. Ojejku. 3 sekundy, moi drodzy. Jedziemy dalej. Sru. Mamy to.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Not again. Oh, no.
Dragon Dog, what happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Adurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okej. Dobrze poszło.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
No i gitara. Misja ukończona. Super, to za co się bierzemy teraz? Co mam? Wyposażenie mam nowe? A to z jakiej mańki? Co dostałem? O kurde bele, super turkusowy, kozacki, mega elegancki, piękny i w ogóle kolorowy, piękny, cudowny szalik. W misjach jednakowoż pragnę zaznaczyć kolejny i wydaje mi się, że fajnie by było zrobić to. Dziewczyna z Łagadu. I tym się zajmiemy, moi drodzy, w kolejnym odcinku, który mam nadzieję, tak jak ten, przywitacie kciukiem w górę. No, mam nadzieję, że wam się podobało, ja się bawię świetnie, mam nadzieję, że wy w moim towarzystwie również. Jeżeli tak, dajcie mi znać w komentarzach, subskrybujcie, zostawcie dzwoneczek, wtedy żaden film was nie ominie ode mnie w tym odcinku. To tyle. Mam nadzieję, że się wam podobało. Pamiętajcie, że moje odcinki powstały dzięki wsparciu patronów z Patronite'a, do którego link znajdziecie na ekranie i poniżej. Ponadto pamiętajcie o kciuku w górę i tym, że odcinki na kanale pojawiają się codziennie o 16 i 19. Śledźcie Facebooka i Instagrama, żeby być na bieżąco, oraz Twitcha, jeżeli chcecie oglądać mnie na żywo prawie codziennie. Tymczasem trzymajcie je ciepło i do miłego usłyszenia.